Welcome to the Everything Podcast for creatives who do everything except pick one thing.
In this podcast, we talk to multi-passionate creatives, artists, writers, entrepreneurs, and innovators of all kinds about how they manage their many projects, what works for them, and the lessons they've learned along the way. We have conversations about unconventional careers and take a look into the creative minds that refuse to fit in a box.
New episodes every first Wednesday of the month.
Hello. Today we are back after a month away, and we come back bearing no guests today. It's just the original two. And actually, Kelly had a wonderful idea that it's a great place to end the year, to do a little bit of a check-in to see how the year went in the podcast. This was our first year with the podcast, so that's exciting. And we just had a bit of a technical difficulty, which I think we can talk about here because it actually is really relevant.
It is. I think it took us about 30 minutes, only 30 minutes, to get started with it all. Yay!
Yeah, so we were having technical difficulties because we were being barred, like when you were, I don't know, underage trying to get into a club and they saw that you were underage and they told you to go home. That's kind of what's happening to us on these platforms, because I feel like more and more the paid programs include more of like the basic things that you need to work on a program. So in this case, where we're recording this podcast.
Yeah, I feel we get like 2 hours free, and it's like always very close. And then when you go over 1 minute, it's like, oh well, there goes your free plan, now you have to pay up.
So it makes sense that all businesses want to make money. It's just I feel like now that work is being more and more centered online, all these apps and tools that we used to use largely for free are now largely not free.
Yeah, exactly. And when you want to do like a lot of things, but you're not really making money from it, it really adds up. Like, like having a podcast platform, having a newsletter platform. And and I get it. I mean, we all want to earn money, but
Yeah, I think for sure that's something that, I mean, I was actually even just thinking about that myself, and I was like, I wonder if it's just me, but obviously the minute I started speaking with Kelly, we we agreed that it is like not just a me issue or a her issue.
No.
It's an issue.
It is an issue of having multiple passions, I always there's like a lot of hidden costs. Maybe you even forget like the URLs that you registered. I guess I'm sort of, I mean, like I hope I'm under 20, but I've already had like a new idea. I was like, oh, I might buy a new URL, but I'm like, no, you have so many others. And like, what do you do with them? I mean, you can't like just like let it go, because then it's like lost forever. And even though you might not use that like anymore, but still the idea of like losing
it's so true. And I mean, like, even this year I made a couple of investments. Like I made my own website, and you pay for the website, what's it called, platform, you pay for the domain, you pay for this, you pay for that, and then obviously you can't have a website and not have a newsletter attached to that website. So then you have to pay for Google Workspace, and then you have to pay for the newsletter oh my god, I'm gonna go poor, and I have no, not enough what's it called, like coming in to even pay for that yet. So it's a bit of a slow burn, but I think people don't really talk about that part as much because it's kind of glamorized. I don't know if you agree, Kelly, like, oh, it's so easy, you can just make money online and it's all free and you're just making tons of bucks, and it's not quite like that. I mean, you have to put in quite a lot of, well, first of all, elbow work. Like, you have to work a lot, and you have to learn the algorithms, which change every 5 seconds. You have to just be running, behind this, but then at the same time you have to invest in all of these platforms, which then you need the other platform, and then you need to pay for that platform.
And it's like upfront always, like you have to pay upfront like hoping to
Yeah.
God that whatever you're like creating will someday
Yeah.
earn like maybe $5 and be like, yay, I can
Hooray!
buy something.
No, it's so true. And I think with a lot of these things as well, it's a slow growth, right? I
Yeah,
mean, I'm saying a lot of these things. I think that's in life in general, unless you
yeah,
get like a lucky hit or, you're in the right place at the right time, etc. But generally with these things, it does take time to build momentum
yeah,
and to
it
build
does.
that growth. And then suddenly it's like it just blows up exponentially. But while you're grinding,
Yeah.
I mean, you're also emptying your pockets, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, and it's like choosing, choosing what you're gonna pay for and what you're gonna
Mhm.
get, like, free and trying to, like, stay inside the limits of the free plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it definitely costs to, yeah, to be multi-passionate. It
yeah,
definitely costs you some
yeah,
money.
yeah, and then, like, we're not even talking about, like, trying new hobbies, right? Like,
Right.
like,
Mhm.
this is, like, the business part, but, like, don't, like, get me started on all my hobbies that I wanna try that are very
Exactly.
expensive.
Exactly. No, 100%. And it's funny because I've been, working now as well on my Etsy shop and everything like that to try to kind of combine everything together. Um, and I'm just thinking, oh, you know how it works when you have lots of ideas. I'm always thinking of new products instead of
Yeah.
finishing the ones that, are halfway done.
Oh, yeah. Way more
I think
fun.
I read something that you posted the other day that was like that. Um, anyways, and I realized I'm always doing that thing which we all kind of do in our little perfectionist way, which is, oh, I want to have something to help people. Like, let's say that I want to help people, getting started on a platform. I can't do that because I'm still learning the platform. But I've changed my mindset now, to be like, I'm a step ahead of someone.
Yeah,
So
you are.
even if I don't know the full spectrum of the platform,
Yeah,
why not?
that's true.
So
Yeah.
yeah, even while we're grinding, I feel like we can help someone.
But yeah, because there's always like people wanting to do what you just did. And because
Exactly.
it's like very fresh in your memory, you're the perfect person to go through because you struggled through it and you like
Exactly.
persevered and you're like, yes, I did it. Now I'm able to. But of course we still have to learn. Like we can never
Yeah.
learn everything there is and be the best. That's not who we are. We don't want to be like the very best of
No,
something. We just want to be like very good at like a lot of things.
yeah.
So
I can't say I'm an expert on any one of them because
no.
for that I would need to dedicate all of my time to that and I and
Yes,
I don't have that,
we
right?
don't want
So
to.
that's not where I am.
Nope, nope.
But it's actually really funny, because I was thinking about that as well, and I guess that's kind of a question for you in a way. And
Mm,
I did, I think, write about this at one point. But it's funny how now you really, I guess this is just the sales world in general and the market in general, but unless you're selling something, and you have like a product, that you're selling, and it could even be your story that you're selling,
mhm,
um, it's like people are not interested. And I was wondering about that. So even in this case of, let's say, you want to help someone, I don't know, start on a platform, but more than giving them all the answers, clearly in a box, you're also kind of showing them through your experience the frustrations, the
yeah.
hiccups, the back. Are people actually interested in that is my question, Kelly. Or would you rather pay for
Um,
something neat in a box that gives you, you know, concrete and
yeah,
absolute answers, which is a lie, by the way,
yeah,
because
exactly.
it's never that clear.
No, it isn't. I mean, I'm all for like sharing struggles because I'm always very open and honest about everything. So I always do like share the struggles, and I'm not sure
Mhm.
if people are interested. I think so. People read my stuff and comment on it, so I guess they are. I
Yeah.
think I would love to be like if people come to me and be like, okay, follow these steps, you're gonna be fine, and then I do it, and like step one, I'm already stuck. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
that's not like help me. So, and then I
Okay.
feel weird and stupid because I'm like, oh shit, I can't even like get through step one, apparently. So I
Or
think,
worse even is like you get through all the steps and then there's like crickets, like no results,
yeah,
like everything that they told you to do, you
Yeah.
did in flying colors,
Yeah.
and yet
And nothing
it didn't
happens.
work. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like I don't that doesn't make me feel good. So I'd
No.
rather like have people be like, this is not guaranteed and I
Hmm.
struggled too. And I like when coaches even, I've had like many online coachings, when they are real and honest and open about like, I don't have all the answers. I want to help you with what you're struggling with, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's not going to be like a beautiful straight line to the top.
No.
I mean, so I think, yeah, I think people are really invested and interested in it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am,
Yeah,
because sometimes when I'm, looking around myself, because we end up doing a lot of research,
yeah.
some useful research, some procrastination research.
Well,
I mean, it's hard to distinguish sometimes. And I find, those clear, very like clearly packaged, very like beautiful floral, like you can tell there's like a really clear brand, a really clear niche, like they are hitting the marks, like they're doing
yeah,
everything right. But then a lot of the times I just feel like they're empty platitudes, like
yeah,
these general things that everyone's saying, which, a lot of them make sense, but I wonder, like, is that the point? Do you know what I mean? Like, of course, money's important, and of course, we all want
yeah,
to make a life out of the things we enjoy doing. But then I wonder, like, to myself, and I'm speaking
yeah,
for myself
yeah.
here, like, did I choose this path just to get ahead and be super rich? No. So
Exactly. Same.
I don't know. I wonder, like, is that the only goal that we're all racing towards, is just making money? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think I think something's changed. Like maybe a few years ago, like those kind of people, like beautifully like branded brands and whatever, that worked, I think. But people are starting to see through it, I think, too, which I kind of like because
Especially
I
with
mean,
AI.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm not in it for the money. Like I'm sort of broke. Like I'm not earning like enough at all. So
Uh-huh.
if I was in it for the money, I would have like quit like years ago. I'm still here. I'm still doing the thing. So yeah, no. But yeah, think we're changing and the world's changing, and I
Yeah.
think that's a really good yeah, a good thing.
If I read the word gentle one more time.
Or slow. I mean, I kind of like slow living and all that,
Yeah,
but
but why do
also
they have to make it so that it becomes nauseating?
yes, exactly that. Like, I mean, I sort of feel like some people paint this beautiful picture of how life and business are supposed to be,
Hmm.
but it's starting to feel unattainable for like almost everyone. And I don't
Yeah.
like it because you still feel the need to chase it because it keeps popping up in your face. I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
okay, shit, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. But yeah, no.
I was reading something, because I'm all I don't like social media very much, like,
Yeah,
and
me
even
neither.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a super fan of, spending a lot of time on notes, just
Yeah,
personally,
yeah,
because it's too much information for me, like, um it's just too much. And
yeah. You mean Substack notes, right?
yes, sorry,
Yeah,
Substack notes, yeah.
yeah.
Here I
Yeah,
am just like
awesome.
notes. And I'm trying to, like, not be in places with endless scrolling, basically.
Yeah,
Like, it's still nicer than Instagram, of course,
yeah,
but
yeah. Oh yeah.
it's just it really consumes your energy
Yep.
a lot.
It
It's like
does.
a vampire a bit,
Yeah. It's
Of
still
course you
social
can.
media.
It's still social media,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's great because you can make like excellent connections. So again, nothing is all good or all bad. It's just a
No,
question
yeah.
of, weighing it out. But so I know that I have to promote the things I'm doing, right? That's
Yeah.
just the name of the game. If you're
Yeah.
if you're a solopreneur, if you're multi-passionate, whatever the title you prefer is, you have to market yourself. That's just the
Yeah.
reality. And so I'm now doing that via Pinterest, which is
Oh, nice.
pretty fun because I quite
Yeah.
like Pinterest. It's also, again, a lot of scrolling, but it's a search engine. It's a bit different.
Yeah.
I can just curate, different
Yeah.
boards. I feel like that it doesn't drain me as much.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I've been leveraging that. And I read something from someone, I can't remember what, a post that was like, creating your gentle business or whatever gentle thing. And yeah, and she was saying, so just, keeping it slow, 3 pins a day. I'm like, were you crazy?
Yeah, that's not slow.
Like,
3 pins a day. God, that's
like
a lot of work.
not slow or gentle. Like gentle would be like 3 pins a
A
week.
week, yeah.
Like, I mean, what is happening?
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
true.
crazy.
I think our society is just like a train on crack or something. We're like going too fast, like
Train
way too
on crack
fast.
is the most accurate description that I have heard, Kelly. That is correct.
I mean, yeah, but like when people tell you like slow is like, oh, 3 pins a day, it's like, whoa, wait, when did slow become like
No.
not slow anymore? Like,
It's true, and it's crazy because if you think about even, I don't know, I don't do this personally because it takes a lot of time and I'm already doing so much. So I've actually, created a healthy boundary for myself there. But,
yeah,
making reels, making YouTube
yeah,
videos, making, all this video content, it is hard work.
it is. Oh my
It's
God, it
the
is.
filming, you need to know your angles, you need to know like all this stuff
Yeah,
firstly, then editing,
I know.
and then thumbnails, description, SEO. Where are you going to put it? What time are you going to put it? Oh my
I
goodness.
know. And they're like, only choose 2 platforms. I'm like, God, I can't even handle one. What am I supposed to do? Like 2 platforms? Are you kidding me?
Hey, Kelly, 2 platforms is gentle. If
I
you want
know.
mayhem, chaos mode, then you pick 10 platforms,
I
okay,
know.
Kelly?
It's crazy. But I love, like,
It's
as a
wild.
photographer, I used to like watch these reels of crazy, beautiful, like videos of travel. And then, like, I guess somebody decided, I'm gonna tell my audience how I do this. And then they're like, okay, so I filmed this like 5 second reel, and then I did like a small YouTube video and whatever. And they're like, okay, but this took me like 2 hours. I was like, oh, okay, this is fun. What? But like 2 hours of filming. And nobody really gets that. It's like with travel bloggers, they stay in these beautiful places and like, oh, for free. Oh my God, I want to do that. And then they're like, but like when you enter the place you're staying in, you have to like set up your gear and that takes an hour. And then you have to like film everything and then another hour and 2 hours. Like there's not really like enjoying it anymore because there's no time to enjoy it. You have to work and people don't realize that you have to work for it. Like,
Yeah, that's so well said, and I think that's something that's really underestimated because exactly because of the going back to the scrolling platforms, right?
yeah.
The endless doom scrolling. Or well, yeah, in this case it's not brain rot, but it's just the doom scrolling.
Yep.
Um what I feel like is, you know, you watch the video and it's super curated, it's super beautiful, highlighted, edited, wow, top notch. You watch it in like, I don't know, 10 seconds
Yeah.
and then you forget about it.
Yes.
And literally, someone maybe took a day to make that or more.
Yeah, they did.
And I'm like, is that really worth
Yeah, I know.
that? I don't know. I really do wonder. It's like everything has become like superfluous, almost like
Yeah.
substitutable,
Yeah.
like you just forget, and it's a shame because when you think about it, this is like a lot of creatives put a lot of work into this. I don't know about you, but like for me on social media, the only thing I really care about is recipes.
Yeah.
So I have like a whole
It's true.
reel,
I use
like,
Pinterest for that,
yeah,
actually. I have like a whole recipe board. I'm like, woo.
yeah. I guess because again, because I'm not good at following rules, because I get bored about following rules. I like the
Yeah.
videos because I see where they're going, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm
This
gonna
is the
take
end
what I
result.
need,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm gonna leave out the rest. But
Yeah.
then I feel bad because it's really well filmed. They've picked
It
the
is.
right music.
Yeah.
They've done it. The filming, like
Yeah.
everything about it is so well done. And here I am, just taking it in 2 seconds and sometimes forgetting about it. And it's a
Yeah.
shame because I feel like even as a consumer, you can't appreciate the work of creatives as much because there's too much of it, because
There
it's too
is too much.
fast.
Yeah, it is.
Like 3 pins a day. Are we crazy?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
what if you make a really beautiful pin? Okay,
Yeah.
we're saying pins, but like it could be anything, right? Like a video, it could be anything. I just feel like it's natural to like digest it for a minute,
Yeah,
like appreciate it more than once. Like even if it's an article, maybe you read it a couple of times.
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
people are crazy.
We
They're a
are.
train on cocaine.
Yeah, we don't like. I read some. I don't know if that's true. It can't like. Don't like Google it if it isn't. But like I think either we went from like 7 seconds of like focus time to
Oh,
three,
yeah.
or like we just sort of, our focus died.
It
We
did.
have left it, and I mean, we'll never get it back. I mean, it's really bad. And we're telling people to like,
Yeah.
oh, stop doom scrolling, whatever. Like, we're putting it on the individual. I hate it.
No, it's so true. And
I mean,
I think one of the most patronizing pieces of advice on platforms to grow on platforms is when they say interact with the community. I'm like, are you kidding me right
yeah,
now? I would wish nothing more to interact with the community.
exactly.
But if the community is millions of people, I only
Yeah,
have so much time in my
you
day.
can't. You can't.
And honestly, it's like even the people that I care about, like for instance on Substack, the newsletters that I care about, in the sense of like I feel like I've made connections with those people
Yeah.
as well. Even those I struggle to keep up with.
Yeah, because
My
it
reading list
grows.
gets bigger and bigger
Yes.
and bigger.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And it's
Oof.
like, oh,
And it makes me sad that I'm not supporting the people I really want to support because,
same.
you know, I'm also managing all the projects that I'm doing and
Yeah.
I'm also trying to get ahead of, the platforms I'm on. But it really goes to show how little we actually value
Yeah.
creatives' work. And
Yeah.
then I don't know about you, but for me, that is a direct mirror to who's actually appreciating my work as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's actually so true. God. Oh no.
Oh no, no, but then people
It's
are,
true.
like it's,
Yeah, no, I know they
I'm
are,
saying
but
this,
they're
some
probably
are.
feeling the same, like, oh shit, I want to read that, but I don't have time. And I
Yeah,
mean, I don't blame them at all, but like, I think for us multi-passionates, it's even worse. Like, the world is too much, and
yeah,
like, we want to do all these things,
yeah,
and but there's so much distraction, and there's just
too
like
much.
so much going on. Like, I think we are so overwhelmed, all of us, that like it's really difficult to
It
like get
is.
anything done and do like to
Yeah.
focus on the things that matter. It's really
I
difficult.
mean, I like that you used the word overwhelmed because if I had to say like a closing for 2025, the word
Yeah.
is overwhelmed.
Oh my God, yes. What are we
But I
not
feel,
taking into
yeah,
2026? Overwhelm,
yeah.
please.
I just feel like on a collective scale though,
Yeah,
like I feel like the whole world is
yeah,
overwhelmed right now in terms of just what's going on around us and it would be silly to think that that wouldn't affect us on an individual level
yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah, for
So,
sure.
I think you're right. It is our responsibility as individuals coming into the next year, just in life in general, to try to find ways to not get so consumed by that overwhelm.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know, like maybe this is kind of like early, but like a low-key like New Year's resolution moment. I think one thing that for sure I'm trying to do more and more is yeah, kind of just have that integrity in my
hmm,
work. So if I can have that integrity in my relationships in my day-to-day life, kind of trying to bring that into my work and
yeah,
not be so hyper focused on like this survival mode. Because it's like you were saying, you know, I even if I'm not making much money, I have support systems. Like I have things to fall back on.
yeah,
So instead of feeling like I'm constantly in this survival mode, I should just focus on why I'm doing what I'm doing, not
yeah,
like if I'm getting ahead on the platforms or if I'm making enough money, because that is, very privileged of me,
yeah,
not my number one concern. Like I don't have, three kids to feed with no help, and so I have to run three jobs because otherwise there's
yeah.
no food. Like that's not my reality. So, how can I be of service to my community?
Yeah, that's a beautiful, yeah, that's a beautiful thing, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about my low-key New Year's
What's yours?
resolution. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm reading about, like, honestly, in an ideal world, I know that doesn't exist, so it's not gonna happen, but like sometimes I do like dream about like having a sort of, not like fully off the grid life, but like, give me a life away from the internet, sort of. I don't want to be online all the time.
Yeah,
Sometimes I wish I could like build maybe even sort of a business in real life, and have people around me, and then like don't have to post online all the
yeah.
time and be like, look what I'm doing, hello, here I am. I just, sometimes I really dream about that, like just
I dream about
turning
the
it off.
same, Kelly. I really like writing. That I do like. I think writing for me is like photography for you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that. But other than that, and writing is quite private still, like, I'm not there
Yeah,
announcing it, like, I just
yeah,
publish, like, on Medium or on Substack and, but, yeah, one thing that I really enjoy is that I do have a bit of balance between the jobs that I'm doing in person and the jobs that I'm doing online, and the ones that I'm doing in person really ground me. Like, I work with the elderly community here in my like, neighborhood,
yeah,
and I work a lot with kids and with teenagers, so that really grounds me because I
yeah,
can see them, I can hug them,
yeah.
I can, laugh with them, and it's like, I don't know, the younger generations when they say, like, "Go touch grass," like, that's my touching grass moment,
I love it. Yeah, you
and
need
it
that.
really balances,
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
true.
crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, I have like met like you have met so many people online and like I had so like really really cool like relationships and doing stuff and all that and
Yeah.
I love that. But I also feel the need to like build, I guess, sort of in real life more
Yeah.
like relationships and I'm doing that I guess with my hobbies and that all that
Mhm.
and that's really fun. But yeah, but sometimes it is easier to be online and find your people online. I think I wrote about that, like having like finding the right people, and it
Mm.
helps to have the whole wide world.
That's so true.
So I mean,
I
there's
mean, if I had
definitely
just gone outside and knocked on a bunch of neighbors' doors, I probably wouldn't found someone like you who I
yeah,
could start a
exactly.
podcast with.
Yes. So I
Yeah.
mean, there is that. I
Mhm.
wouldn't want to like take away that, but yeah, I do also. But I mean, sometimes I do. I think I wrote about that too. I do want to have like a cabin in the woods and just like leave me alone. Just
I feel like I do wonder, and please, to anyone who's listening, share your stances on this as well. But like, I don't know if it's everyone at large or if, especially like scattered humans like us, um, we almost want to live 15 realities
yes,
at the same time, but parallel,
yeah,
if
oh
that
yeah,
makes any sense.
God,
So
yes,
it's like, I wish that I could just kind of like, how you would like change your outfit? Like, I
yeah,
wish I could do that, but for lives that I'm living.
yes,
Like, in one version, I'll have this job, and then in the other
yes.
version,
Oh, I hope like it would be cool if I'm not sure if I believe in like alternate universes, but it would be really cool if I had like a really awesome like life and job in every universe, like a totally different me. Like, oh,
I feel like there are probably some universes where jobs do not exist, and you just
oh my
like
God, yes,
exist like in, I don't even know, like you just emanate. I don't know.
yes, just
Probably really
be.
trippy stuff.
That would be cool. Oh my God, I
Just
feel
like
like
a
the
starfish.
need to sort of like create my own worlds now. Oh no.
Oh no. Kelly is now going to start a five-part like novel series.
Yes, I will.
It will go into page 15 and then she will abandon the project indeterminately.
Yep, yep, probably.
Oh
Oh, that's
no.
really cool though.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's what I wrote about yesterday. I love how we're remembering things based on stuff that we've written about already. I wrote about that yesterday, like attachment to ideas and
Yeah.
how, you got to let some go. And
Yep.
it's interesting because I think that's one of my biggest sources of frustration, and I don't know if you feel the same. But like, especially if someone's like, well, on that platform, don't you think that maybe you could let that one go? I'm like, no.
Never.
I'm like, what are you saying? It's like you're destroying a part of me.
Oh,
I was
I
like,
know.
just because it's not going now
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's not gonna go. I get
Right?
really defensive almost.
Oh my God, yes. I'm
Is that
really
the same
bad
for
at
you?
letting ideas go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel, yeah. I mean, I had a travel blog once, and then
Hmm.
I quit that one, and then I took it offline, and then
Yeah.
like I was like, no, let's like put it back. And then
Yeah.
like 2 years, and then after, like, I feel I don't write anymore. Like maybe just take it down again. And then I took the Instagram account down, and then somehow it came back up, and I was like, God, I just can't make up my mind. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I can never really let anything go.
It's so funny. No, it really is funny because when you don't necessarily have like the one job, like I am a mathematician,
Yeah.
I am a physicist. I don't know, whatever. I don't know why I went to like
Yeah.
the sciences, but
Very
whatever.
specific.
But when you don't have that to blend into your identity, and your identity is I do many things,
Yeah.
suddenly it becomes that all those many things are a part of you, when really that isn't the point at all.
No.
Because you're probably gonna do a lot of really random stuff.
Yeah.
And it's maybe not even gonna make sense in the moment, but then
No.
years later, it's gonna be like, oh, I can see how this all lined up to
Yeah.
make some sense now. Because I do think you get a little bit less scattered with age as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
in the sense of not that you're not doing a million things when you're older, just I feel like you know who you are better when
Yeah,
you're
you know your
older.
why maybe a little bit better, I guess. And
Yeah,
so it doesn't feel, it might look really random to
yeah,
everybody else, but it isn't really random to you. It feels
exactly.
really right because you know why you're doing it.
Yeah.
So,
It's like you're more connected with your purpose, right? And how you want
yeah.
to serve and how you want to, present yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I had to give advice to myself next year, and then we listen back to this
Oh, yes,
podcast
for
at
sure.
the end of 2026,
Yes.
I would definitely say, don't be so caught up in, like kind of like what you're doing in the moment and if it's gonna go full term, because
Yeah.
the I don't know, the general atmosphere of the world right now is so uncertain.
Yeah.
Everything that is true yesterday is not necessarily true
No.
tomorrow. So go with the flow. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. If you
No.
start a whole project, a whole business today, and then 2 weeks from now, it's flop.
Yeah.
Um, Also don't like let yourself be so deterred by it. Also don't give up on everything.
Yeah.
But don't be worried is I guess the point. You get what I'm trying to say. It's not
Yeah, I
about
do.
like, "Ooh, it's hard. I don't want to do it anymore. Goodbye." No, it's like if that's not supposed to, go on forever, then
Then that's
so be it.
fine. Yeah, you'll learn on the way too. Like sometimes you have to
Exactly.
start something and do something to
Yeah,
figure out, oh wait, that's not working for me. And then it's okay
exactly.
to like, even if it's like at 90%
Yeah,
almost finished, you're like, shit, but it's not working. I mean, I
yeah.
made things and that was like what, like let's say 95 because I don't really do 100. And then I was like, oh, okay, it's actually almost finished, but somehow that doesn't feel right anymore. And that's
Yeah,
fine. You needed the whole
yeah,
creation process and
yeah,
research to figure it out. That's cool.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
100%. And I guess touching back on kind of what I was saying in the beginning, like when you see those people who are super branded, super focused, have that niche, have that one product that they're like advertising ad nauseum, and they're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
But I do think like, you know what, that's not it for me. So what's the point of comparing?
Yeah.
Because that's not really where my mission is.
Exactly.
And it's easy to fall into the comparison
Oh
because,
yeah.
when you put on many hats, you're thinking that it's almost like you focus 100% when you're doing the task, and so you're like, wait, why am I not gathering these results like this person? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, because you're not putting all your energy into it, lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is a price of that choice, but then you have to remember, why am I even doing this life like this anyways?
Yep. It's not for the money.
And it's your choice, right? If I
It
wanted to, I
is.
could go off and I could just do one thing.
Yeah. And you can try, right? I tried it. I was like sometimes like in my life I was like, oh, I don't want to be a multi-passionate. Just like choose one thing and go for it.
Yeah.
And then it's like 2 weeks in, I'm like, oh yeah, right. I can't do that. It's like, oh my
Choking.
God.
Sorry, I'm like appearing on the video as choking, but I just made a random sound. So just to
Yeah.
contextualize, I was strangling myself.
Because it doesn't work, right? But sometimes you
Yeah,
need a reminder, I guess, to be like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, I have too many ideas.
Yeah, same.
I mean, if I could sell those, that would be my favorite job. But
Really
they
cool.
have ChatGPT now, so no
They're
one
like
wants to buy my
half-assed
ideas.
ideas though. I can like spot like ideas that are from ChatGPT because I'm
Yeah,
like, that feels like sort of general. I don't know.
yeah.
You can spot them. So people don't use ChatGPT for ideas because it's so bad because that's like our one thing that we're like
Yeah,
amazing at. And
yeah.
don't like I do that too sometimes. Like, ugh, I don't want to like come up with an
Mhm.
idea. I use AI But then I'm like, no, because my ideas are actually way better. So
Yeah.
don't do it.
Do you know what I think is the thing that really annoys me with ChatGPT? Because I'll use it like my secretary. I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
that's where it's at, you know,
Yeah.
like all of like the admin sort of like
Yep.
I don't know, like all the SEO
Yeah.
descriptions and all this and that. Like I'll tweak them obviously because otherwise everything is, you
Yeah.
know, gentle or intentional or I don't even know what other buzzwords because I just try to delete them from my head. But yeah, what I notice is like sometimes it'll be really good at understanding what I want. Like,
Yep.
okay, so you want this, that, with this, that, and you need me to do this, that. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, start now. And then it'll just give me something not that.
Yes, I
And I'm
know.
like, what's going
Yeah. It's like you had it right, and then you sort of went off the rails now, but thank you.
Oh my God. It's like a salesman, you know,
You
like
know?
giving you like the best pitch ever. This is gonna, you
Yeah.
know, cure this. It's gonna help you
Yeah.
with this. You're like, oh my God, yes. Here's the money.
Yeah.
Take everything I
Take my
own.
credit card.
And then and then you get the thing and it's like so
Oh.
underwhelming and you're
Yeah.
like, well, this is not it at all.
Yes, I know. And then it's so bummed out. Like it's like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's
why?
terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, well, I feel like that is definitely a good representation, I think, of 2025, everything we've been talking about.
Yeah.
I guess maybe, I don't know, this is just a random question that popped up into my head, but like,
Mhm.
what's something that surprised you this year in your multi-passionate journey?
Hmm. Oh, I feel like like with winter sort of popping in. Ugh. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Belgium doesn't really get snow, and
Oh
honestly,
no.
I would love some snow, but also not because if we get snow, God, it's a disaster. So it's really difficult. I want snow, and then maybe I should be inside all day, and then look at it and
Yeah.
like, oh, it's snowing. I don't have to go. Okay. But I feel I've noticed that I have like seasonal energies, and I've
Mm.
started to really like be okay with it because
Mm.
I have been having ideas and I really want to do something with it, but I also don't have the capacity, energy to really like get into it. So I'm
Mhm.
just writing them down because I know like sort of in February my energy slowly goes up, and
Yeah.
so I'm being okay with
Mhm.
like having ideas but not like doing anything with it right now because it's just
Hibernation.
too dark. Exactly. I'm a bear just I'm crawling into my hole. Leave me alone.
So funny. I
So
must say one thing that I find hilarious is like so many people that I know that were born in like winter or like almost winter hate winter.
but I was born in like autumn. I'm an
That's
autumn
true. You
girl.
still
It's
are
still
autumn. You
autumn.
still are. Yeah.
And I love
Technically, yeah.
autumn. That's my
Me
favorite,
too.
but
Me too. We're both
exactly,
autumn.
see?
We're both autumn
And
sisters.
I guess maybe if I lived in a really cool like winter landscape country,
True.
I mean, I would be really happy. But here,
True.
winter is gray and dull and sometimes cold and
Yeah.
blah, just blah,
It's
Yeah,
blah. Yeah,
yeah.
we don't like blah.
We don't like
No,
blah.
but I really like what you said because I actually feel that too. And it's so interesting. I think again, to criticize the internet because that's so fun. Um,
It is.
I'm
It
just
is.
kidding. Here we are criticizing the internet, and we are only able to speak because of the
Shh.
internet. So, you know, we're
Yourself.
not hypocrites at all. Um, but to criticize the internet again, it urges you to be constantly on the same energy
Yeah.
level, the same speed, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, when that's not actually natural to us at all. And
Nope.
it is normal for during this time for people to slow down, for people to
Yeah.
go indoors, for even the day gets shorter. You're
Yeah.
not supposed to be productive all the nights
No,
through.
exactly. I mean,
So yeah, it's such a good point, Kelly.
yeah, I think so. And I know sometimes I do feel privileged to be able to sort of slow down a little bit. I know
Mhm.
like some people have jobs that like still like require them to go, go, go. But I mean, it's
Yeah,
okay to go slow at your job and
yeah,
like sort of try to communicate, like,
Yeah.
you don't have the same energy at all. I
Hmm.
mean, it's just, yeah, it's not fair that I think it's because it's still a man's world. Like,
Hmm.
men just want to go, but we're women. We have like our own cycle,
Cycles.
even in the like seasonal cycles. I
Yeah.
mean, you cannot expect us to
Yeah.
like go in winter. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Let me be in my nest. That's so
Yes,
true.
we need
And
that.
it's so true. Like there are so many different cycles and people don't appreciate the different cycles because we're kind of forced to go against them
Yeah,
in terms of like the rhythm of like the society we live in. You
yeah,
know, I was thinking about that and I'm so curious to see just in 1 year's time because it's absolute mayhem right now. Like the
yep.
speed at which things are changing.
God,
Like if we just look back at to 2024
yeah.
December, like what?
What the hell? Yeah,
You
I
know?
know.
So I'm actually curious slash low-key scared
Yeah.
of like looking back to this, you know, recording
Yeah.
in 2026
Oh
because
God.
at the speed of which AI is growing,
Yeah.
I wonder how many jobs will have been made redundant.
Yeah.
I wonder just how much we're going to have the bots, you know, assisting us with things. Um, or not, or like
Yeah.
how
Who
many
knows?
resistances there
Yeah.
are gonna be to it. Like, I mean, I have no idea, to be
Yep.
fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Who
I'm
knows?
very curious,
Yeah.
but
Me too, though.
um, and I'm also curious to see how that's gonna affect this kind of work because this kind of work is more and more common.
Yeah.
And I was actually writing about this, but not for Substack, but maybe I'll put it on Substack. Of how I feel like the education system is not really preparing young kids for this because
No.
right now we cannot keep on with the old systems of like memorization and like textbooks and this and this and this. While those things are beautiful and nice, um the problem is they're not preparing people for the reality.
Yeah.
And
No.
right now the reality would be to help young people be adaptable, be agile, be able to wear multiple hats because that is actually a huge asset right now.
Yeah.
We should be teaching them that things are volatile, that they're not stable at all.
No.
Um, to put their, you know, ego in their pockets because if they're triggered, the world doesn't care.
No.
And you know, you're gonna have to like really like go against the grain and like fight to make yourself heard because
Yeah.
it's not that same supportive, you know, like stable job from 9 to 5 for your
No.
whole career.
No.
Like it's hard. It's
Mhm.
also extremely liberating because you can suddenly make up jobs that don't exist.
That's true.
But the price you pay is you really have to show your face every day.
Yep. That's so true. Yeah. I know. And I think, I don't know, I wonder, like, if even us sort of forget, like, how hard we're all working online. Like, how are youth doing? Like, I guess they just like watch TikToks and be like, "Oh shit, that person is online and just like making money by, I don't know, filming her or himself." I can't imagine what that does to someone really young and like not knowing what to like do for jobs or whatever, and be like, I can be everything." Even we had that almost, but it's so much worse. They can
It's
be
much worse.
everything, but I can't
Yeah.
imagine. Oh, like there's so many choices. It must
There are
be
choices that
so
don't even
crazy.
exist. And
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing. It's
yeah,
like the more you think, like, I mean, sometimes I hear of people's jobs and I'm like,
yeah.
what?
It's like, oh shit. Am I
Like,
60? I'm like, I don't know what that
no,
is.
I'm sorry. But like I think the other day I was babysitting like some kids and
Yeah.
they were showing me like their favorite YouTuber for
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
And these are just kids. These YouTubers
Crazy.
are kids who make millions. I mean,
No.
I'm assuming that they're millions, but
Yes.
I'm exaggerating.
Who
But they have
knows?
millions of views. Okay, let's put
Yeah.
it that way. The millions
That's
of views.
scary.
I don't know how much they're making, but
Yeah. Yeah.
probably a lot more
Yeah.
than me.
Well, I mean,
And listen, all they're doing is rating Trader Joe's foods.
really.
So they're literally eating the foods, rating them.
God.
And they're making more money than someone who's studied their whole life or
Yeah.
not and who works, you know, to the bone,
Yeah.
works exhaustively or saves lives or I mean, what? What?
Yeah, what the hell? It's scary, I think, too. Like, is that the world we're living in? Like, they have like they have a huge voice too. I know, like, here in Belgium, I guess, I don't know, it was sort of, yeah, trigger warning a little bit. I think it was about like a girl that was raped, I think.
Hmm.
And well, the Belgium justice system sucks balls, let's say that. They didn't really help her, and they were sort of exonerating the I think the group even that did it.
Oh
But
my
then this
God.
YouTuber online stood up for her. And I mean, I guess it's, yeah, it's cool that he can, but it's also like weird. But then he got fined like a huge amount of money, and then people were supporting him and like, what? Because why would he be fined? And it was a whole thing. And then
Oh
he
my
did it
gosh.
again, and it was so weird. And it's sort of scary to like to have these young people be like a big voice in the world, but they don't,
Yeah.
like, they're so young. And I don't know, like, people listen to them, really listen
Yeah.
to them.
I think that's the part that also like shocks me the most is the bit where, information and truth
Yes.
are two different things, but they've been confounded as the same.
Yeah.
Point
Yeah.
number one. And second, anyone can have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is crazy.
It is. It
I mean,
is.
I'm using this word, but as more of a like generalized metaphor-y type thing, but it's schizophrenic.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know what's true, what's not true,
Oh, I hate it.
what's
Yeah.
right, what's wrong. And I guess the point of that, because I like to be a positive person, um, the point of that could actually be a really big push for us to finally connect with something deeper than just like our minds all the time,
Yeah.
like what do you connect to, like can you use your heart a little bit more,
Yeah.
like instead of just like listening and not having an opinion and not being able to feel something out, or
Yeah.
even be intuitive about whether something feels right or wrong. No, you have to go and listen to this kid on YouTube or some TikTok video. You don't have opinions of your own, and then you
Yeah.
just proliferate opinions of others. Oh dear Lord.
Yeah, I know. It's scary. It's honestly scary. I think I'm writing like a newsletter about it, like
Yeah.
sort of what is
Hey, look,
happening.
if it gets out of hand, I'm going with you in the van off grid, like, we can just run away.
Oh, I love it. Yes, please. I mean,
We'll hide in the
honestly,
bush and
yeah,
then
yes, yes.
hopefully be safe. I don't know.
I think so. I mean, also animals, you know.
I mean, we can entertain each other, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Like, we'll just learn different hobbies every day and it'll be
Oh,
great.
that would be good. I mean, like 1 year we're like starting a garden with like veggies, and
I
then
love
the
it.
other year we're like doing like really cool flowers, and like, and then we're trying canning fruit, or I,
I mean, why not,
so many options. Oh, I
It's
love that.
just it's a beautiful beautiful time to experiment.
Yeah,
But no, for sure, I think definitely a lot of sort of like apprehensions in that sense going forward, but
yeah,
at the same time more that really pushes you to have more confidence within yourself,
yeah,
and keeping that center of okay, that's that noise,
yep,
but
yep.
what am I doing here?
Exactly. What can I bring? Like, sort of, how can I
Yeah.
still be the sort of positive voice, and how can I still,
Yeah, and less how can I sell, and more what do people actually need and what could be useful to
yeah,
people. And I do think, tapping back to where we were talking about sharing the struggles, I do think sharing the struggles is helpful because it's
yeah,
real. Like,
I think so
for
too.
instance, what connects people a lot of times when, they're chatting or when they're meeting each
Yeah,
other is connecting on something that they're both struggling with. Maybe they
yep,
can help each other, or maybe it's just, you get a laugh out of it, and then
yeah,
you can do it again, and it won't be so hard anymore because someone else is like kind of undergoing the same
yeah.
hardships as you.
Yeah, that's what I missed. Like when I was younger and like figuring out like why am I like why can't I find a job? Why can't I stick with one
Mhm.
thing? There was like nothing really online that told me why, and everybody was just like, no, you have to just stick it to it long
Yeah.
enough, it will get there. I was like, no, I can't
I
do
don't
it, I
wanna.
can't. so so now I just write, I guess, about what I struggle with, like in
Yeah.
hopes of reaching people that are like,
Yeah.
oh god, is there something wrong with me? And then like reading my
Exactly.
story and be like, oh shit, there's somebody else out there that has the
Yeah.
same problem. It's not weird,
Yep.
it's not me. So yeah.
Literally, we are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is not a competition. I
No, it
feel like
isn't.
I hope the more voices that
Yeah.
people here in this sense, the better, because
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice.
It is, and we all have different stories. Like we're all different
Of
people.
course.
And multi-passionate doesn't mean we're all like the same multi-passionate people.
No.
So we need different voices, and we need
Hmm.
to finally like sort of, because even though I think it's because sort of a, like, how do you say it? We're surrounded by multi-passionates, and then
Yeah.
it sort of feels like, oh, it's getting out there. But
Yeah.
then when you break out of that circle, it's not. So
Yeah.
we still need like all these voices to get it out there, like, and
Exactly.
reach the people that are not in the circle.
100%. And I don't know about you, but I have multiple times, like sometimes in a day,
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
in a week,
Yeah.
where I ask myself, is it clear to someone who lands on any of my platforms what the hell I'm doing? And then I'm like,
Oh yes.
maybe I need to make it clear because this feels vague. Maybe I need to be more objective about what it is that I'm
I
serving.
know.
Maybe that I think I drive myself crazy with
I
that one.
know.
Do you have that as well?
I do that all the time. I mean, I'm sort of, I'm trying. I'm not gonna call it rebranding because I do that too like many times. But I
Me
am
too.
like, I'm thinking about changing my name a little bit, and I have noticed like I might have to like update my homepage and my about me, because
Yeah.
it does feel like I'm all over the
Sounds,
place, maybe a little bit.
sounds like me. So basically, we cannot look at each other's is because then we are gonna be like
Oh.
shrugs.
But I feel like every new year, I feel like
Yeah.
if I like go through my agenda, like every January, I'm like working on my new website. It's like, oh,
Oh my gosh. You have no idea. It was such a headache with my website because I went back and forth and
oh,
back and forth with the descriptions. And
yeah.
like, that little short little bio at the beginning, I'm like, I don't know who I am. What
I
am I
know.
gonna
I
tell
hate it
them?
when people are like, "Oh, can you provide me a bio?" And I'm like, "It should be easy, right? Like,
No,
just go to
no,
my
that's
Substack."
horrible.
And then I read it, I'm like,
No.
"Ah, that's not up to date." Like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
I'll be like, nope. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I literally have, because like I'm all about Notion.
Yeah.
I need that structure. Otherwise, I mean, who knows where I'd be.
Yeah.
And so literally, I have a page on Notion that is just for my bios and then the links to
Oh.
the platforms that
Hmm.
I'm on.
Yeah.
I have so many. It's crazy. But now they're all in one place, so I could just go there and get it.
That's really cool. Isn't that a thing though, like a bio? Like, how do we sort of create a bio for ourselves? We are so, like, we have so many things. We're such like
Okay, look,
huge
if
personalities. Like,
that's what I'm saying. If it would be so easy if I could just say, "Hi, I'm Bob, and I'm an accountant who can help you with your finances." How easy is that?
I know. I always want to cram it full. Like, hello, I'm a photographer, creative writer. I have
That's the
ADHD.
other
Like,
one.
it's really
No,
difficult.
it's crazy. It's so funny when I was showing my boyfriend the website and stuff. I put the word creative in there a lot, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, see, I don't understand what this means, creative. What do you mean?"
Just it means everything. It means
And
everything.
I was like, "You are right, but
I've
I am
never
not
thought about
prepared to
that.
take the word out."
Yes, so people really don't like always understand that we're creative. Oh no. God
No, it's just
damn it.
because I think that creativity is so,
Broad.
well, broad. Yeah, because some people will get the idea that creative has to do with the arts, right? Music,
Mm,
theater,
okay.
visual
Yeah.
arts, etc., etc. Um, but then no, because creativity is
It's so
just
much more.
how you solve a
Yeah.
problem. It's in, just like thinking outside the box, this and this. It is broad. I
It
get
is.
him. Like, what does it mean to be a creative?
Thank God that somebody came up with the name multi-passionate. That does
Yeah.
feel like really nice. Maybe we
Yeah.
should like come up with new
Yeah.
words to
Do you know what I find the most hilarious of all? And this is, I mean,
I'm curious.
it's just hysterical. So we are resistant to pigeonholing ourselves.
Yes.
And then we beat our brains against the wall to
Yeah.
label ourselves.
That's true. It's true. Oh God, why do you do that? I
Know what
know.
I am. I don't need a name.
I
I'm
know.
doing this, I'm doing that. But the point isn't what I'm doing. It's in the like why or in the
Yeah,
how
it's
or in
like the
the
why am I doing it and
yeah,
how,
or
like,
exactly.
yeah,
It's so why am I spending all of my delightful energy
that's true.
in
God,
labeling myself when that's just a waste of time?
yeah. I wonder if we could like write bios for each other instead of like doing it
That would be
ourselves. Like
great.
how
You know
how
that actually happened when like her name is Diana. She is also a fellow multi-passionate. And she actually wrote one for me. It was
ah,
hilarious. I was like, "You know what? Fantastic.
that's so cool. I
That
think I
would be
should
much easier."
that is cool. We should do like a workshop about that.
Yes.
Like give
How
all the
to, yeah,
information and then we'll
exactly.
write your bio.
A forum.
Yes. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because ChatGPT tries. It
Yeah, he
really does.
tries. He doesn't really
But
he's very woo-woo then. When he tries to describe me, I'm like, that is so weird. And like, words are you using? Like, if I post that,
very fake.
everybody's gonna be like, that's like you said a lot of words, but they don't really mean anything.
But don't you feel, I am sorry, but don't you feel that when you go out into the, place of the interwebs, don't you find that that's the most thing that you find?
Yes.
Yes.
I do try to avoid that. Like if I write a bio, I want to write it because I can like spot from like miles and miles away that is not
Yep.
written by you. And it's such a shame
It's
because
crazy.
you write like a whole post and then you use ChatGPT and then it's like you strip all the personality out of it like that.
But it's kind of crazy to me. I would think maybe like clearly I'm naive, but um I thought it was obvious for everyone. No, no. You
Oh,
go on
isn't it?
Substack, for instance,
Okay.
and you have like, those posts about like how to get ahead on Substack and like,
Yeah.
those like meta posts, and stuff like that, which, we all look at because they're useful when you start on a platform. You
Yeah,
want to know what's going on, so you're going to read
exactly.
someone who has more experience than you. I literally find many of those completely written by AI.
Yeah.
But like, it's so obvious it hurts.
It
And
is.
they have
So many
hundreds of
comments.
comments from
But did
people
you
saying,
know?
this was so well said. And
Well, but
like, as if they're talking to a human.
AI, like I thought it's really, it's creeping me out. Like AI is responding to AI.
Yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it?
It blows my mind. It's like,
And people think they're outsmarting the system. Oh, they're
yeah,
such fools.
it's.
Oh, they're such
I do like
fools.
wonder next year what is gonna happen with AI. Like,
Yeah.
is everything gonna be AI? Is there like, are we just gonna watch conversations
I feel
from like
like
one AI to another? It's like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna
what
say.
is
I was gonna say,
happening?
how like when you give up your own voice voluntarily and then suddenly you realize that you're not even part of the conversation anymore, like AI is just gonna be shushing us like, shh,
Yes, yes.
silly human,
The
you stay
grown-ups are
quiet.
talking. It's
The
weird.
robots are
Yeah.
talking. Gosh, that's terrifying.
It is, yeah, it is. It's terrifying. It's honestly, yeah.
That's wild. Well, I
Okay.
feel like I,
Yeah.
I I don't know. I feel like even with all of the sort of alarming things. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. This pinged, I'm sorry. Um Even with all the alarming things ahead, I do feel like it's still positive, to try to honor, what feels right for you
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
to make connections along the way. And I must say, I mean, come on. Highlight of 2025 was meeting you and starting this
Yeah.
podcast.
I love that. I
Yes.
can't believe I'm like, what did we do this like this year? I was like, yes,
It's
yes, we
crazy.
did.
It's true. And meeting you in person,
I know. How cool is that? Like that
which
was
was
like,
not planned at
no,
all.
it was faith. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
I
Yeah.
know.
So that's definitely the positive. And
Oh yeah.
I feel better after this conversation.
Me
I don't
too.
know if our listeners will. I hope they will. But if anything, I do.
I mean, I hope you had a good laugh then, maybe.
Exactly. And hey, maybe any of this or all of this resonates with you. Definitely share because,
Yeah.
it's nice to share in that struggle, I feel like, and those quirks, I think, because there's a lot of quirks to this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Let us know what you think about AI
Exactly.
and stuff.
And yeah, maybe if you want to leave your little New Year's resolution slash highlight
Yeah.
slash surprise of the year, feel free.
Yes.
Share everything. And we will see you all again in 2026.
Crazy. See
Yeah.
you.
Bye.
Bye.